Russia is not interested in adhering to regulations crafted by a select few nations. Russian President Vladimir Putin made it clear that his country would rather not abide by the rules imposed by a select few nations. On Friday, in St. Petersburg, Putin communicated this to the Russian Legislative Council. Putin has stated that economic aggression from the collective West is currently being experienced by Russia. Russia's Deputy Security Council chief Dmitry Medvedev said today that Moldova no longer exists, after Prime Minister Zoran Rizin announced the veto on Telegram last night. A mysterious person named Rizin reported that neither the President of Russia nor other Russian officials would be allowed to enter the country because of his military campaign. No longer in existence, Moldova. Former Russian President Medvedev, who served from 2008 to 2012, has been quoted as saying, "No one is thinking of going there now, maybe later." Secondly, there is no longer a country called Moldova. The local owners sold it to Romania, betraying their country in the process. The former head of state insisted there was no use in communicating with them. As he put it, finally decide what they are, Moldovans or Romanians. This, he said, would require citizens to consult with their leaders. Medvedev emphasized that Raikin and Sandu, for Moldovan President, Maia Sandu, must respect the sovereignty of the self-proclaimed Moldovan Republic of Transnistria, a breakaway region supported by Russia, regardless of the decision made by the Moldovan people. Russian presidential spokesman Dmitry Peskov described the state as trying at all costs to be an unfriendly country with us. Moldovan officials deviate towards a well-known Russophobic path, the Kremlin claims. They think that anti-Russian sentiment is a necessary part of European unification, he said. Peskov was referring to Chisinau's decision to block a visit by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Legislators and state agencies alike, he argued, should get to work now rather than wait for the storm to pass. After all is said and done, the ultimate goal is to create a basis for the long-term, independent, and successful development of our country, he said. He thinks that there has been significant decay in the international diplomatic system. According to Putin, with some countries imposing their own rules, the problem lies. To impose their views and so-called rules on everyone, our partners, or former partners, in some countries are destroying legal frameworks and communication channels with reckless abandon. When do we start? As he put it, no one saw it. They secretly write something and then do something else secretive with it. We won't be joining them in bed. But we refuse to adhere to their standards, as well, Putin remarked. Putin went on to say that Russia has no interest in isolating itself and will continue to work fairly with friendly countries. With friendly countries in Eurasia, Africa, and Latin America, we will expand pragmatic, equal, mutually beneficial, exclusive partnership relations, he said. He mentioned that the United States, US, and other Western nations are full of people who share Russia's views. But the elites acted in a different fashion. We both know, however, that these countries' ruling classes don't always act in their people's best interests. According to Russia Today's translation of his comments, this will haunt them.